Fractured Heart of Stathmore videos, so I figured I do just 2 in a row. We just did a session tonight, but I forgot to do the one from last week, plus I've just been really busy. So here we go with both of those. Last week, they had the whole the fight with the other caravan guards, even though they were kind of, well, trying to steal the caravan, so they weren't really much of guards now, are they? So they finished taking them out, and then there's a goblin that kind of comes out. It's a character that was kind of taken to the next level by one of my players, who's of course in this group. He's Lamont, plays Linton, and his name is Frank the Goblin. That's not his real name, but one of the other characters in another campaign, just named him Frank, and it kind of pissed off Gresker, which is his real name. So he appears asking for a ride, and the players just flat out told him no, because we don't trust your kind, being goblins. And I just thought it was really funny. And then of course I remember that favorite enemy for Wendell was goblins, and this whole thing back in his backstory, which hopefully you guys will get to hear about that. Where his village originally got burned down by goblins. Sounds like some goblins would do. Anyway, Wendell shoots him as he runs away because he was talking smack. Basically said, after he was told, a racist remark, he told Wendell to stick his thumbs up because he's looking for somebody that, is missing one of his thumbs. And basically, after that, he said, well, now you can take him and shove him. So that was a fun little thing, and that's why Wendell shot him as he ran away. So they recover their fallen from the previous fight, and then tie up the rest. So they eventually arrive at Rotherhithe, and at a guard check, because it's a rather big city. People trying to get in, trade goods, buy goods, that kind of stuff. So the guards approach and notice that Skamos, which is someone that they've actually had a bounty on, was dead. He both the rogue and the gnome fighter passed their tests, but Skamos had not. He died in transit. So there's this whole little thing. One of the guards was saying, well, good job, patting him on the back. Another one was just like, this is unbelievable. I'm not dealing with this. So he kind of leaves his post, and because murder was just condoned. There's a guard escort to the Lord Governor's estate, to which they meet Lord Governor Corbterra, and he's a kind of like Southern gentleman. He looks like very big and daunting, and even his picture, kind of like you don't even see his face, hat down, even has a hooded figure right behind him. He's very daunting. I believe the word I used before, but he's just this really nice guy, really nice Southernly kind of gentleman. Tells the players to just enjoy the city. So pretty much they were shopping the rest of the session. The Bard Griffin does something that I have never seen actually in a campaign. He went to a armorsmith and weaponsmith, and had his sword engraved with a clerical symbol, like a corrupted symbol. And Skamos struck him down. Basically, he's not only singing the party's legacy, he's also writing it, engraving it, just etching in this beautiful mural on his sword. So, he's got about this big of a picture for that, and I guess he's just going to work his way up on both sides. So that was really, really cool, the fact that he's, planning on doing that. So, they enjoy the rest of the night out. Griffin goes to the Bard's College to perform. Of course, luck would have it that he rolls a nat 20 and perform, and he even teaches some of the older bards there that have pretty much scoured the world and performs everywhere a thing or two, and that was a really interesting portion. Alvaro kind of goes to his room, and Linton, I think Linton either went to the library or no, that's right. Lamont's character Linton was not there, so let's assume he went to the library because he's very studious. Wendell actually ended up, getting something to eat. But he also went to the bar wench's house, and this was kind of a fun little thing because they go to the basement and she starts undressing, and he sees like whips and chains and all this other stuff in her basement. So and he's very socially awkward, so she like tries to jump on him for certain reasons, and he actually he tries to reverse it, put her in a Kimura lock, which is the arm lock, and they're going back and forth grapple checks, and she succeeds and just eventually just pushes him out, and she's like, "Get out if you can't handle me. There's no point." Which goes back to an earlier joke where player was basically saying, there's a woman, very leading wants actually that same player, his character, to go into the basement with her, and this is for another campaign. She asked him to come into the basement because there are rats down there, and he goes downstairs. He understands exactly what she's talking about, what she's trying to lead on to. Goes downstairs, and she's like, starts like pulling off her shirt off her sleeves, and she's like, I lied. There's no rats. So he stops, turns around, goes up the stairs, goes back to the party, and says, "Gentlemen, we've been had." So that was so the whole what we call the 50 Shades of Wendell event was kind of a callback to when his other character, basically what we call the plot. Apparently, the sexual advances were supposed to be the plot. The previous time he ignored them, now he just couldn't handle the plot. So that was a whole joking session right there. Okay, so that's it for session 6. Session 7 should be coming out right after this. Thanks.